Good morning. So, why should you, as a senior manager or senior director, think about your career portfolio? Why should you create your career portfolio and not consider the career path being the only way how you can develop your career or even grow as a senior manager? So that's the topic I would love to cover with you. And I would love to share with you how your unique achievements and qualifications as a senior professional does not necessarily fit your next role, and how you should align your language and your presentation to the new desired role, to the new industry, or just the new career path you would love to take. So happy Thursday to everyone and good morning. I'm really excited to be here with you because it's really an early morning for me. It's like before 9 a.m. And this morning, as I woke up, I just said to myself, you know what? I'll just go live and I'll share a story with you. A story about that unique difference between career path and career portfolio. And it's an interesting topic because we often hear people talking about it, but we never consider ourselves being so unique and so exceptional that we could actually use the career portfolio and use our unique experience as senior professionals to build a career, also career after 40, career after 50, or even 60 years of age. And what's the secret of it? To explain that, I would love to start by sharing my personal story, which goes back to my childhood, far back to my childhood, actually. And as a small child, I love spending time by myself. So I love that me time, even though that sometimes my other friends thought that I'm strange because I spend a lot of time in my room reading books, watching different movies. But it all started with my early age as I spent time at my grandma, and that time was precious because even though that she was very protective, I had a lot of opportunity also to be myself. And one of those things was to read the comics and all the animated comics I really loved. And one of my favorite ones was Donald Duck. So every single Wednesday, they published a new publication with that cartoon of Donald Duck. And I hardly waited every single morning for my grandma to go to the store and to buy me that cartoon so I could read it. And the interesting thing about it was not the story itself or the cartoon itself. To me, it simply meant that I was able to observe the characters, to play with their faces, to see what they are wearing today, how the relationships develop between the Donald Duck, his nephews, the Grandma Duck, and all those variety of characters. And later on, as I got a bit older, I started to watch, once again, spending time with me and having me time, I would say. I started to watch all the black and white movies on the Austrian and German TV channels at that time in ex-Yugoslavia. And then I started really to be excited about Criminal Minds. And I was watching all those crimies and criminal series on the TV. And I really loved the excitement going to watch the black and white movies because it simply gave me the opportunity to exclude the distraction of colors and just observe what was going on in those movies, what was going on with characters, how they were reacting, how they were behaving, how they were actually exploring themselves, growing as human beings as well. And it's interesting and funny now as I look back that later on I started to study economy, but also psychology. And that's somehow how I've wrapped up that being a child, what I desired and what I loved at that time, and wrapping it up with my pursuit of studying. So if I look back now, how I actually developed as a person, it gave me such a great foundation also to develop as a professional. And it was actually a great thing to be diverse. And now, as I look back at my career. I simply don't see it as a career path because career path is that singular one-way path of your career. But our careers are not like that. And I know you know that. I know that you are aware of the fact that you can go different ways. You can also go for a lateral move to a different department versus the one you are currently in. But that's not the only way how you can build or develop your career. And as a senior manager, I believe it's so important to understand what your career portfolio is. And if it's needed, go back to your childhood, like I just did, because that unique story of minds, being able to observe people, understanding the situations, being in love in black and white movies, starting to study psychology, combine it with economy, that gave me a great foundation to build my corporate career in pharma business. But I didn't stop there, because obviously I had that calling to build my coaching and consulting business, and that's what I did. And I used all of those experiences. And as I was on the verge of changing my career or transitioning my career, I simply took time to think about all those things in my background and how I can use them and how I can wrap them up in my next career, because we have several careers in our lives. And that's why it's important for every single professional to understand your career portfolio, not only your career path. And if I'm very concrete, and if I share a little bit about career portfolio, what it really is, it is a new and divergent thinking, the way of thinking about your experiences, about your achievements, about your qualifications, because it helps you to stand out as a person and as a professional compared to all the other exceptional directors out there. And career portfolio is your unique map, your unique and personal, and it makes you really unique as well. But you should be able to communicate that, first of all, to create it and then communicate it in the process of career change or moving up in your career, considering a different role in a different industry, or maybe going after a really coveted senior advisory position. And you know what? Career portfolio actually is about clarity about your motivators. What are your motivators? How do they align with your personality? How do they align with your professional choices and with your relationships you are building? And discovering those threads gives you the certainty and the direction how you can elevate your career and how you can take a leap in your career. And wrapping all of that up is simply the fact that career portfolio compared to career path gives you the great foundation to connect your present self with your future self, but with great certainty. And that's why I love talking about career portfolio, because you know what, that's simply the way how you are not competing with others. You are collaborating, but you are as well enabling yourself to feel great in that particular part. And as I wrote here at the title of this today's LinkedIn Live, career portfolio and career transition with itself, because career portfolio is a foundation for your career transition, the best one, I would say. It's not about making more for yourself, but creating better for yourself. And that's why I would love to invite you to join me on my masterclass, Career Transition for Exceptional Senior Professionals. It will be held on Wednesday next week on September 28th at 6 p.m. CET. And I'm so excited about that live masterclass, which is free. And this will be a career coaching for all of you out there, where you can feel safe, because we will not name you by name, but you will be able to participate. And I'm especially excited because there are over 200 people already attending this masterclass. And if you are one of those senior managers, senior directors out there, do apply, register today, and join me next Wednesday. We will not only cover the topics of career path versus career portfolio for senior managers and directors, but we will also cover what does it take to get to create a career portfolio, which is a great foundation for your career leap, but as well to enjoy your next steps in your career. So I hope you enjoyed this one. This was a morning one. Actually, I love it. So I'll do it more often, because it's simply the way how I can interact, and it's an early morning. My mind is fresh, and I believe that I can also give more value, show my energy to you. And I hope that was intriguing enough for you to join me next Wednesday, 28th of September. You'll find the link to register today for the masterclass below this post, but I will also post it in the comments below. So thanks a lot for being here with me. Thanks a lot for watching. And if you have any question, do reach out either in the comments below or send me a direct message. I love responding to you, and I love guiding people. And I know that as an executive coach and executive search expert, I know what it takes to not only make a move in a career, what it takes really to equip yourself and to build a great foundation to make a successful career transition. Thanks a lot. I'll see you soon and have a wonderful day, wonderful morning, wonderful evening, wherever you're watching from. Take care. Bye bye.